Okay, guys. I wasn't going to jump ship onto this one, but apparently I did. And if you don't know, I actually never told anybody about this. So unless you actually know me, you don't know this. I really do like Attack on Titan. So when the set came out, I wasn't planning on getting it, but because I was reading through all the cards, and then it got really interesting. So I decided maybe I'll build a cheap deck. In terms of this deck is not too expensive, except a few cards. It's like technically it's a budget that you can build under 100 easily, especially if you want to if you are willing to sacrifice a few things. But this obviously I didn't go for the super cheap option, so this is a little bit more expensive than what you would expect. Yeah, and I got really nice sleeves and really nice deck box to go alongside with it. I really love this deck box. Like the back, yeah, and then even inside it has a divider, and then like the divider says the exact same quote, so I like that a lot. And then the deck box design is amazing, great deck box, I love it. So as you can probably guess from seeing the first card of my deck, it's Levi, Violent Ripples Levi. So Levi, whatever you want to call him, right? So basically, this is a Levi center deck, Levi center deck, and it's basically all about Levi. Alright, so let's start, right? So, I run 2 copies of Violent Ripples Levi. All your court trait characters gains 500 power. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, choose on your opponent's character in the center stage and minus 1000 power. For people that don't know, in Weiss Schwarz, when you minus a character's power to 0, the character dies. And so, again, in the English meta especially, this is very good against Conqueror because of Hibiki. You know, the Hibiki is the 1000 level 0 that you can pay 1, send it to memory, and then you change into a level 1, 106k when Hibiki is inside the level 0 Hibiki is inside the memory, and it's an anti heal in the memory as well. So this counters that. So let's say they have a Hibiki on the front, on the enemy side. You drop this, boom, it's gone. Unless they have power on the character, obviously. So I run 2 copies of the Violent Ripples. He's not very important in this deck, so this is a tech. That's why I only have 2 copies. And these are SRs, so they look very nice. And the flavor text is amazing. Come on, it's an easy question, so answer it. I love all the Levi texts. That's all I can say. Alright, moving on. 2 copies of number 1 Obo Hunj. So basically this is a very generic searcher. Pay 1, ditch 1 to search for any Corp character or Titan character. I don't run Titan, but if you want a Titan searcher, she is your Titan searcher. She is a bit underpowered for her ability. She's usually that's 2-5, but I guess that's because she searches for 2 traits. Yeah. 2 copies of that. 3 copies of Over Fastidious Personality, Levi. Alright, so we all love this picture, right? This one doesn't have a flavor text, which is kind of sad, but when this card is played, you mill 2 cards from the top of your deck. If you mill 2 cards from the top of your deck, and then if there's any climaxes in there, then he rests. He's a 4K. So yeah, if you want to mill at level 0 for a reason I'll explain later. So I run 3 copies so I can mill, and he's a good beater anyways. I mean, he just rests, he doesn't die or anything. That's very good, actually. I run 3 copies of Gentle Smile Petra. So she is a suicider. So, but then she's not like a generic suicider. She's a stock suicider, which means when you suicide in something, you send that to the enemy clock. So you send the top of card of your enemy's clock into the waiting room, and then you put whatever is dead into their clock. So it actually prevents hand encore, which is really prevalent in the English meta at the very least, at level 0. And so 3 copies of that. 4 copies of Member of Levi Squad, Eld. I'll put it aside because there's a lot of things to explain regarding this. 4 copies of Member of Levi Squad, Gunther. Same thing. But moving on to level 1, I run 3 copies of Humanity's Strongest Soldier, Levi. Okay. And this card is a very amazing climax combo, which I will explain soon. I want to get everything, all the pieces out first. Okay. around 4 copies of member of Levi squad, Petra. So basically what she does is, well, she's a combo piece too, so we'll talk about that after, you know. Okay, so moving on, around 4 copies of member of Levi squad, Oruo, and again he's a piece of the climax combo. I will show you the climax right now, and I'll explain the climax, which is very fun. 4 copies of Special Operations Squad. That is the climax that I run. This is an amazing combo. This is a stock soul, so when you play it, you choose a card from your waiting room, a green card from your waiting room, and put it to stock. So you gain stock from this card, and it's +1 soul. Okay, amazing thing. So let's say this is my waiting room. All of these guys are in the waiting room, and I have this. So this is like level 1. I did this, and then I have like I play the climax. What I do is I pay 1, I ditch 1 from my hand, and then I kill a character on my field. And then what you do is you summon all 4 of the Levi squad onto the field. Straight up. No other cost, no extra cost. That's it. That's about it. Yeah? Sounds simple enough. What do they do? That's very good in the flossing sense. And this is very broken, well, in terms of that. So Levi himself is a 7-5 when he's in the center stage, or middle of the center stage. So here he's 7-5 with nothing else. But this card is all the humanity strongest Levi. So I'll just say Levi at this point. Every Levi, all the Levi, other Levi, that's this name. That only that Levi, the level 1 Levi, gets 1k power. Okay? And when this guy is on the field, then all your other corpse trait character gets 500 power. So global 500 when this guy's on field. This guy pumps Levi by 1000, by 1k, okay? And then when this guy's on field, this guy pumps all the corp character by 1 level. Okay? So he pumps all the corp character by 1 level. Him, when Levi's on field, he gains 2k. So he's 4k base, becomes 6k. And also, he pumps Levi by 1.5. Oh wait, sorry. If you have her on the field, then he pumps Levi by 1.5. Well, not Levi actually. The character that's in the center middle position, which you want to be Levi anyways. So yeah, by 1.5 in the middle when she's on the field. So even if you don't have Levi, like that'll plus 1.5 there. And her is when Levi's on the field, then she gets 2k, which is 6k again. But then with this is 6.5, right? And then the second effect is when this guy's on the field, she gains hand encore. Okay. So that's basically the climax combo. You pull this amazing squad out. All your characters are 1 level up. So these are let's see here. These are level 2s. This is level 1, and then all these plus 500 power. So then he will become. It's okay. 7.5 base, 500. So 8,000 right there, and then plus 1k. That's 9,000. Plus 1 more k, 10,000, and then plus another 1.5, 11.5, level 2. So you can't suicide into him, and you can't really. I don't think you can kill him. He's level 1. He's a level 1 for like freaking 11.5. What are you gonna do? What do you do against this guy? You don't really do anything against him. 6.5, 6.5, and level 2s. With this has hand encore. That's just so cool. This is the only reason why I actually built the deck. I only run 3 copies of him because you don't need the other guys are more important, and they're the combo pieces. You just need 1 copy of Levi. You don't need like 2 copies of Levi on the field. You just need 1 copy of Levi on the field. So yeah, it's actually very hard to explain the climax combo, but it's really cool. Okay, so putting them aside. All right, 4 copies of biological research. This card is a very generic event card that a lot of sets have now. You play it, you just look at top 4 of. You may look up to top 4 of your deck, and then you ditch 1, and then you choose 1 to add to your hand, 1 core character to add to your hand, and then you ditch the rest into the waiting room. It's nothing special, but it's good to mail out the other characters into so they can go into the waiting room, and obviously you can get Levi to your hand using this. So you run a bunch. Okay. Chimi Han whatever. No, Hanzu. That's her name. But Hanju, that's her name. So that's just a counter. 1 0 1 5. Round 1 just in case. I don't know why. Alright, I love this card. This is a triple rare version of this Beyond the Walls Levi. So basically what he does is when you have 4 or more corp character on the field, this card will get -1 level for hand. So he builds a level 1, so 1/1. That's 7k. When you have if all your other characters are corp, then he gets 1000 power. So he's a 1/1 8k basically. And when this card is battling, and neither me or my opponent can use a backup from their hand. So it's just a backup plan. He's nice, and I guess the flavor text is amazing. Just saying, flavor text is, and you happen to be in the perfect kicking position. I love the boot. Just saying. All right, moving on. 2 copies of Cold Stare Levi. So this is just a very generic backup. 2/1 3k backup. On play, you mail the top 3. So it's good to mail the top 3 when you need to, get out sticky. This deck doesn't run that many level 3s. I mean, your level 1 game basically will last you to level 3, maybe even a little bit further. There's a level 0 Levi that actually kills when facing level 3. He gains 7/5, so just like Fairy Tail. Natsu, but then I don't run that card. 4 copies of Resisting Fate Levi. I went too far in and got a sign because this is amazing. So basically this card is super cool. What he does is he climax combo with a gold bar. These are the triple rare version, and this is the normal version. Yep, different flavor text too. Anyways, I'll talk about flavor text later. So what you do is when you play this card, you can put a card from your hand into your waiting room, and then you heal something from inside your clock onto the field. Okay, second effect. When you reverse your opponent, you may pay 3, ditch any corp card from your hand on the turn he is played, and then he will restand, and you kill 1 character on your side of the field. So you just kill a character on the side of your field, you will move to another spot, and you can attack again. So it's a very interesting card. It actually captured the spirit of Attack on Titan really well. 3D maneuver gear. Kind of like Mikasa in a sense. Mikasa is really nice too. And now, I'm trying to let you guys see it. You see this? Look at the sign. Look at the insignia behind him. That's amazing. And then what the sign says, he says, "Uruse gaki tomome." So then basically he's like, just saying like, you guys are annoying, you dumb brats, basically. Resisting Fate Levi. Amazing card, amazing art, amazing sign. So I just had to get it. It was an okay price, so I picked it up. Yeah. Climax I already introduced because Climax combos. The Wings of Freedom. And this one is like, the flavor text is, this is the part where you explain to me exactly what it is I'm looking at. And this one is just pay attention, kiddos. Yeah, very amazing art. I love the triple rare version of the Climax a lot. That's why I picked it up. And 4 copies of Special Operations Squad. Just telling you guys again. I mean, you should know because you need this card. Alright, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll bring something new next time. Well, actually, I'll be bringing Shining Resonance soon. Alright, have a good time.